black flame candle has been lit and the Sanderson sisters are back running amok. Amok, amok. Hi and welcome to Tabletop Gaming. My name is Charlie and we are the home of not just this cool YouTube channel, but also cool things like this. This is a monthly magazine that you can get in print or digital, so wherever you are, you can pick it up. But today we are here for Hocus Pocus, one of my favourite films in the entire world, has been popped into a game by Ravensburger. Now, Ravensburger have been doing some really cool stuff with Disney for a little while now, so if you think Villainous being one of the surprisingly good games, that is a genuine game and Disney rather than just a sort of tight monopoly with Disney. You see what I mean? There are plenty of these now. So there's not only this, there's things like there's a Haunted Mansion one, there's a Jungle Cruise one. So I'm really excited to see what's the likelihood of being inside here. Now it does kind of promise itself to be a light game. I am not expecting Gloomhaven from inside this box, but nonetheless, I'm very excited to take a look inside. So I hope you will join me and let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. Now, first up, I like the art style. I like how they've been presented. It's almost a little bit Funko Pop, but not quite either, and I just quite like that. It's presented as if it's a book, so you can pull it down off the shelf, almost like the sort of book character that's in Hocus Pocus, which I love. And then we've just got a little spiel on the back, so we've got a little rhyme up here, and then we've got the sort of generalised layout of what you can expect. It tells us what's in, but it doesn't tell us really how it plays or anything about it. So we just know this is a game for people who enjoy Hocus Pocus, like I do. Now, in a world that's moving to plastic free, I should start bringing scissors with me when I start filming, because getting these off can be a little bit tricky. But nicely, so far it's not marking the box. I've got 3 of those on each corner, so it's nice and secure when you purchase it. It's just also nice and secure when you're trying to get into it. Okay, all seals have been removed. We are ready to go. Let's see what's inside. Da, 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 da. Oh, things are falling out. No! Let's do this a little better. Here we go. Okay, so opened like a wonderful book. Look at that. I like that, and I like a magnetic close as well. Then we have our very first instructions. And then beneath that, the sort of bits and bobs that you would expect. We'll have a look a bit more at those in future, but it looks nicely packed, at least so far. So, starting with instructions. So, flavour text. Work together to play ingredients into the cauldron to ruin the Sanderson sisters' potion. That's nice and simple. We've got cards in which we'll do it with, and we've got a cauldron of its own. So I'll show you that in just a second. There's talking here just what the different cards do, what you do on each play. So it is a cooperative game, but everyone keeps their cards secret. You'll need to ask them for their cards, what they have, and then try and take some of them. There are also special ingredients and spells by the look of things, but instructions-wise, I like when they're this simple. This is my kind of game. The heavy ones, I have to get someone else to explain to me. Now, we have conditions for each of the sisters. They are there. So these are what needs to happen in order for them to be stunned. So for Sarah, it's all ingredients are the same colour. For Mary, it's all ingredients match. And then the sun begins to rise each time a witch is stunned. So let's have a look at our cauldron. Oh, it's rather small. I sort of expected it, but at the same time, that is quite small, especially when you consider this is 2 to 6 players. So 6 players playing around this does make it quite small, but it is not the be all and end all. It's not like everyone has to have a place in it. You'll need to reach forward for it. And with that, we have the cards that we do need to have autonomy over. So we'll start with those. So we seem to have 2 distinct sort of areas of cards. The first being ingredients. So at the moment they're colour coordinated, but I imagine you don't want them colour coordinated. And on the back we have them demonstrating this looks like an ingredient, and this is thine own tongue. Now we have quite a few of those, so it's a nice sort of collectory game. We've got oil of boil. But as we go through, we've got Dead Man's Toe, we've got more of the same, so Newt Saliva. So these are then in different colours. So perhaps we try and collect a group of each of them, or as many of them as we can, or having a set in all the same colour is perhaps what's done Sarah, for example. What else have we got? We've got a dash of pox. I'm just giving you an idea on the different colours there as well. And the fact, something I've started noticing more and more is that it's quite nice to have these top corners have got different icons on them, and the different icons are for the different colours as well, which means if you have players or you yourself struggle from differentiating colours for whatever reason, you are not stuck with it. You're not going to struggle or have to put extra markers on the cards or anything like that, you can play this without being able to differentiate colour, so that's great news. Now, the other ones have a back that looks like this, and then these seem to be more messing things up cards. So these are each of the Sanderson sisters and different powers or different actions that they can do. So this is Come Little Children, which is Sarah Sanderson. So this is the song that Sarah Jessica Parker sings as she flies over the, oh goodness, what's it called? The place that they are. She flies over and then she pulls all the children from their dreams. And this is the time to come to play. Here in my Garden of Magic, players cannot ask for information until another spell is cast. We have things like I Smell Children, which is Mary Sanderson, which is a really great moment. Choose a pile with at least one ingredient, discard all the ingredients in that pile. So these are the ways to sort of mess with your plans. We've got Calming Circle, we've got Green Lightning, we've got Take Flight, Run Amok, Dance Until You Die, I Put a Spell on You and Now You're Mine, discard the top ingredient from each pile unless that ingredient shows Binks. Very cool. What that means is it's a really nice thing. It seems like a nice game anyway in terms of very straightforward, very easy to set up, everything makes sense, but having seen the film probably once, you get nice little nods of like the really good bits of the film within it. So play with the kids who have never seen it before, adults still get some enjoyment out of it, and I'm all for those kind of games. Now, the last couple of things in here, there's not a great deal more, but we have some tokens. So we have character ones. So we have 4. We have Billy Butcherson, Burning Rain of Death, which are those ones. And then we have Daylight Savings and Circle of Salt, which just give you sort of more almost powers, more things that can be done, whether that's do not play an ingredient or draw 3 ingredients and discard 3 ingredients. It's those type of ones. And then we have the Moon and the Sun, or presumably the Moon and the Sun. Magic and Sun, maybe? Just as 2 additional tiles there. Now the last thing in the box might just be my favourite. It is Binks. Look at him. I cannot tell you how long it took me to talk myself out of naming our cat Binks. I was worried people wouldn't know the reference and would think that it was just a cutesy name. We called him Newton instead, which, you know, close enough. And then I'll just show you how the box sits, because it's quite a nice box. We've got a magnetic close and then inside plenty of space for everything. So I have good vibes from this. I feel like this is one I can pull out. I'll say at Halloween because that's when I make other people watch the film with me. But all through the year it just seems like a nice little light, fun, like good-willed, good vibes style game. There's nothing particularly aggressive in it, there's not anything, it's a cooperative game at the end of the day, and it just looks to be bright colours, good fun, good nod to a very popular and well-loved film too, which is really nice. So there you have it, Hocus Pocus. Let me know your thoughts on all things in the comments. Would you buy this? Are you interested? Have you played this? What do you think? Are you a fan of the magnetic clothes? Do you like Hocus Pocus the film? Please say yes, and then let me know in the comments why, so that I can talk about the film. Are you excited for the second one? Tell me everything. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.